I didn't even check my background to see if I was actually like in shot correctly or anything. There we go.
That's solid.
Yes. 2 weeks in a row. I know. What's up, everybody? You can't comprehend this. I can't either. Oh my god. There are any y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, we have 2 women. Oh my goodness.
Representation.
We did it, guys. We did it. We now have 2 women.
Double women all the way.
Double women.
Remember that?
Wow.
Oh my god. So, someone forgot to text me.
I don't know who you're referring to.
So, we're gonna do something slightly different than what I had planned, but we're also gonna do what I had planned. So,
You mad woman.
Nothing's changed. You just get bonus. Oh, me? Yes, I am insane. I am an insane person for trying to do two things at once. It is pure insanity. I don't even know how I did. But yeah, totally didn't rip this idea off from Loki. I don't know what you're talking about. What the hell happened this week?
That's a good question.
It's a great question because I don't know what the hell happened this week. I was way too busy with work to know what happened this week. And I'm going to say, Bounty into Comics, I like y'all for the most part, but you need to clean up your ads. I was going to just scroll through and look at, like, oh, what did they post? And, like, 50% of it seems to be ads.
Yes.
I
love Bounding into Comics, but their website's trash.
Y'all clean this shit up, okay? Y'all used to make fun of shit like this. Come on now. I know you need to make some money, but come on. Come on. You're better than this. I know you are. Come on now. Come on. So.
The frustrating ones are when you have like a banner ad that has like movement or like a little video playing, and then you scroll past it. That video ends. It collapses, so it moves the entire page on you. So you scroll to get back to where you were, and then the next banner ad loads in that place, and it opens up, moving everything on you again. Come on, guys.
So I'm currently scrolling at the moment, but God help me with these ads. So let's see. Rumor. Why does Quentin Tarantino care about James Bond?
What?
I don't know. He's talking. He shares his thoughts for what people should do for their next James Bond movie, and he has the bold opinion of just doing the books.
How?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, what an opinion.
So bold. So innovative.
Yeah, people forget there's books that you can draw. If you run out of ideas for James Bond, you don't have to invent a new story. There's literally source material you can look at. I felt the same way about Disney Star Wars. I was like, if you've run out of ideas, there's like a whole library of books that you can just look at, and you technically own now. So,
but then they'd have to pay. But then they'd have to pay the writers, and we don't want to give out residuals.
They don't want to pay writers, even though you literally would not exist as a medium of art without writers. So, CGI, chat, was it GPT? GPT? AI can't write your scripts for you, okay? Just because they literally can't invent something new. So, it can't come up with something different. It can just recycle shit. So,
wait, are you talking about the WGA?
I'm just talking about, like, in general, you need writers to write things. So if you want writers to continue happening, they need to be paid. So if you do not pay them, I'm just talking about
True.
Star Wars in general, but like if you,
But how many of these writers deserve to be paid right now?
I don't know, if you want to, if they have made something, so if they've made something and people are watching it, like on a streaming service and whatnot, I think they deserve that money, right? Like a little bit. You don't have to give them like a whole lot, right?
Mhm.
You can negotiate out like a percentage, right? You don't have to do that much, right? I don't know royalties. I have no idea how royalties work and all that kind of stuff, and residuals. I don't know what the general idea is.
Okay, so that's actually one of the big things about the current strike, because anytime like if you wrote an episode of a TV show, anytime that episode got re-aired, you got a slight residual from that.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
That's not the case with streaming,
Sure,
and they're arguing every time every time someone clicks on that episode to watch, you should get paid for it. I happen to agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
A view on a website should count as a rerun. I completely agree with that.
That makes sense.
Yep.
The issue is that they're very, very, very conveniently ignoring is these streaming services are not making anywhere near as much money as the companies thought they would. So they are losing money left and right.
Well, you know what that means. If you don't want to pay people, you don't have their show on there. Those are your
And
two
that's
options.
and that is exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take it off.
So for example, like the canceled show Willow, the Willow show that nobody outside of Disparu watched.
Holy hell, I forgot because I don't know anything about that as like an IP. So I forgot that happened. That's hilarious. Okay.
It was a movie back in the 80s. And we desperately needed content, so they made a TV show. It was universally hated, and now they are literally taking it off of the Disney Plus is taking it off of the website, and it will never see the light of day again because they need to make it a tax write-off.
Wow.
What?
The show did so poorly. It generated so little revenue for them. It's more cost effective for them to just pretend it never existed, and it's a tax write-off at that point.
Yeah, no, it just blew my mind a little bit. Wow, okay.
But they only get that tax write-off if it's never on their website again.
Okay. Well, it
was a show that was universally hated, so no one cares.
Well, that's the thing about a lot of the modern day stuff, right? This is something that I the strength of your media comes from how long it continues to be relevant for the most part, right? Now that doesn't necessarily apply to everything, and there are exceptions, right? There's like inventors of shit out there that nobody knows the name of, but we use an object that is with that that's like one thing, right? But if something is going to last, it needs to have enough people that enjoy it, or at the very bare minimum, like a cult following. Right, like a diehard cult following. You need to have that. That's like your bare minimum, and then you can go to like all the way up to a household name, right? It's like so mainstream, that it's almost nauseating. Like you have kind of in there, but you need to have some kind of following. And if you have something that within like, I'll say 5 years, just for giggles, after 5 years of not being like constantly in the public conscious, like of like on Twitter or whatever, people have forgotten that it exists. That kind of shows how weak it is, right? It shows
Mhm.
that it is an incredibly weak IP, in my opinion. So it's one of those, like in Star Wars, are people gonna remember the sequels? Like, are they actually going to thoroughly remember them and, like, you know, enjoy them? Or are they gonna remember, like, the original trilogy and perhaps the prequels will have, like, prequels have a cult following, right? It has, like, a, you know, a lot of it has to do with the memes that are in the prequels. There's a lot of them.
No.
You just that was my favorite GIF to use whenever I'm trying to do no, like a no
It
GIF.
is a
It's like,
classic. That is a classic
it's
meme.
yep, it's classic, right? The sand one, you know, the sand. You know, I hate sand. Of course, it gets everywhere. You're just like, man, you are.
I actually was playing a video game not too long ago, and I came across someone saying that line. Like you're like there's a group of like desert settlers, and just randomly in the camp, one of them goes, "I hate sand. It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere." I'm like, oh, I love whoever wrote this. That's amazing.
Yes. But yeah, it's like I a lot of this that they're just churning out now is going to be absolutely like meaningless garbage that no one's going to know in 20 years. No one's
Correct.
going to really even remember. Do you think in 20 years somebody's going to remember Batwoman for the most part? Unless they stumble across, you know, Jay Longbone or EFAP covering it?
Probably not.
Like, probably not, right? Unless they find someone who covered it. They're probably not going to know that it existed. Probably because the CW will be long gone by then. But, you know, it's just...
The fact that the CW has never made money astonishes me. I mean, think how long Supernatural was on.
Too long.
Like, how
Way
could...
too long.
Yeah, but it was also... That show was also extremely successful. How did you not make money when that show was in its prime?
I don't know. Okay. I half the time I don't even understand corporations' like thoughts. Like it seems that they're trying really hard to make money, but somebody's telling them to put money in the wrong stuff. You're just kind of like, who is advising these people, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think corporations all want to make money in general, so I just don't understand because they can't function if they don't make money. They don't turn a profit. They don't really function.
Woke banks.
So I just don't. Maybe that could have something to do with it, but then all of them are kind of like dying out too. So it's like.
Mm-hmm.
So
but these huge corporations can't survive without credit.
Oh my god, I forget credit exists. Well, that just made everything make a little bit more sense in the world. I forgot credit exists. Mm-hmm. That's funny. I thought they were just literally trying to make actual money. No, credit. I didn't even think about corporations taking out credit. That's funny.
Oh,
that is hilarious. It never dawned on me in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, good point, Chris. Yeah, can't forget about governmental bailouts.
Yes. Or else everything would die, probably, honestly, at this point.
But yeah, like if a corporation, owes, has like let's just say they owe $500,000 in payroll that month. They don't have $500,000 that month in the bank. It's in other investments and stuff. So it's So they have a credit line to make payroll. That's how it works.
Yeah, I didn't even... My brain never thought of that. That's great. That's wonderful. I knew I should have taken that business class in high school. That's funny. But yeah, so I don't know, pay your writers if they write something, and if you don't want to pay them, then you can't show their media. I don't know why that is a problem. I don't know why that's a concept that apparently Hollywood can't wrap its head around. That seems fairly obvious to me.
It's also stupid that they want to keep paying people who can't write. That's the thing. You're hiring somebody to write.
hmm
They can't write, and so you're paying them for what?
Yes.
Like to put out garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other piece of irony, really.
Well, I think that if they could, they'd replace it all with AI writing. I really do. I honestly think that they would do that, but I think that's a terrible path to go down. I think for little things, you know, if you're trying to come up with, okay, I'm trying to figure out like how to phrase something, or I need a little bit like just little bitty things. AI writing is fine. Entire scripts and documents and other stuff. I feel like we start getting a little bit too close to just having humanity leave creativity behind. And if we leave creativity behind and have machines do all of our creative thinking and work, and we die as a species because we can't progress further. We creativity is how humanity progresses further along.
Mm-hmm.
Ideas and inspiration, and
I mean, I think AI is a fine tool, but
yes,
that's where it should stay.
Yes, it should be used as just it's a tool like my microwave. It's a cool thing that I can warm up food in. That's cool. But it shouldn't be like running a restaurant. Like it's a microwave. Like I should have the ability to do everything else. Because again, I don't know. I don't like. For starting idea, ChatGPT is useful, but then you need human creativity. Yeah, because if you don't, if you stop creativity, then the AI stops too, because it gains with human creativity. Because it literally just it looks at stuff from the past and comes up with stuff. There's nothing new into the future that it can come up with, because it's only coming up with stuff ripped off from the past. So
and also, what was it like a couple years ago? They these people gave like an AI like a Twitter account, and and within like 12 minutes it became like a horrible Nazi racist.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Because it has no way to like discern anything, so of course you had people just trolling it, and it had no idea what to do with it.
Yes, people trolling on Twitter.
Yeah, that's
you basically gave a newborn baby to Twitter account. That's what you did. That's great. Yeah, I don't know. There's certain things like AI is just one of those. Like, guys, we have so much media on why we should be careful with this. I don't know why.
Tay, that was it. Thank you, Ram Bam.
What? Tay? Yes, Tay.
That was it. That was it.
Yes. But anyway, yeah. So fun. Yeah. I think the actor. You said the Actors Guild could have. Are they? Did you say that they were actually striking?
Last I heard, they had voted that if they aren't able to meet, if they don't reach a new deal because it expired, the deal with the director, the deal with the current producers, studios, and the Actors Guild expires at the end of June. And they have voted, and the Actors Guild has voted, if they don't come to a new deal, they will go on strike.
With the writers. So if they don't come to a new deal with the writers, and I guess also the actors now, they...
And I believe the Directors Guild's contract's also coming up soon as well.
Well,
personally, I'm towards get them out. I'm fine.
I'm totally fine to see what this Mexican standoff is going to look like. I wonder
Yeah.
if it's even going to get to the point that both sides actually walk out at noon, right? I'm wondering if we're going to get to the point where, you know,
Mhm.
I'm the asshole that's on the roof looking down, just like waiting to see if it's actually going to happen.
Well,
Or
the thing is, there's so much past content now. They don't need new shows.
They really don't.
well,
Yeah, any drama that comes out of this could be potentially more interesting than anything they would create.
yeah, and there will definitely be a movie in like 4 years about this. 1000%, I agree.
Oh, yeah.
There'll definitely be, and it's gonna be funny to see what direction they take the main character, in, because they could do hero and they could do villain, depending on who's doing what. But I don't know. I'm for it. Yeah, strike, guys. You know what? If you think you're getting ripped off by, if you think you're getting ripped off like that, I don't mind. I think the actors thing is funnier. The writers thing I thought was like kind of just like, wow, I don't know how. Have y'all just been pushing off the streaming thing? Because it definitely sounds like you've just been pushing off like actually paying these people, and you hoped they would go away. So you like ignored their phone
Oh, God,
calls,
yes.
right?
Mm.
You ghosted them.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is why like so many shows were getting canceled right as the Writers Guild contract was coming up, because they're using it as an excuse to get rid of all these terrible writers.
Oh,
It's like,
you know,
oh no, not the writers of She-Hulk.
I know it sucks. The show's not good. Oh yeah, but I also don't think it's cool for people to hold off paying them either. I think that's not cool.
No,
It's like,
Yeah, it's not.
you should pay
no,
them.
I'm
Like,
not saying that at all.
okay.
But it's
All right.
also, I don't think the writers understand how expendable they are this time around, unlike the last writer's strike.
Oh,
where
okay.
Where TV was still king 15 years ago.
Yes. Well,
Now, with them, if they really want to focus on streaming, that's a battle you guys really don't want to get into, because it's way more cost effective for all these streaming services to just host the old shit and stop new productions.
yeah.
So it's not a battle that they're inclined to win. Also, when the economy's not doing well is not the time to ask for a raise, generally speaking. Just, I want to throw that out there as well.
This is not exactly the best timing for that.
I mean, I know you can't help when the contract expires. The contract expires when it expires. But the optics.
So yeah, like people if they do even just put on like old shows and nothing else, the people who wrote those old shows should still get their money.
I agree.
Yeah.
Just
for clarity's sake, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm not saying if you write something and it's being shown, you shouldn't get paid for it. I absolutely do. And because I've read through most of the what they're demanding. A lot of it makes total sense to me. For example, they want I'm drawing a blank on what it's called. It's like a so like for acting, when you go to an audition, you don't get paid for that. You're auditioning to be part of this production. But once you are, essentially, yes. Well, the writers have the same thing. Write us like a little scene. These are the kind of the characters. Write us a scene, and we'll see if you can do this. So they'll do that, and it's an audition to be one of the writers for the show. However, when an actor gets cast, they then get like a holding fee so that they don't go and do another production because as they're revving up their productions, like it's like, okay, we're ready to film the pilot for our new TV show. Oh wait, our lead is doing a Broadway show now, and he's there for the next 6 months. You don't want that. So
That
you
happens
pay
in
the
reshoots.
actor.
Yeah.
But the point is, you pay the actor a holding fee so that they don't seek out other work while you're getting ready to start production on your show.
Mm-hmm.
Right. One of the things the writers are saying is they should get that too. And I agree with that, because they'll have them write scenes for auditions and for auditions for them and auditions for the actors to utilize. They don't get paid for any of that. And they can be involved in like script meetings and everything, and they don't get paid until the show actually is in production and you are officially on the writing staff.
So
you can go
pre-production, they don't get paid. That's like a whole step, is it not?
Basically.
Yeah, pre-production, you got casting and getting your writers and stuff, and getting your team together. Not getting paid for that. Okay, fine. But
I agree with them. They should get a holding fee.
Yeah.
I think that because you could be doing work on this show which may not even get picked up, and you don't get a dime for it until it actually goes to series. I think that sucks.
Yeah, but I also think that there is something I can't remember where I read it. But apparently, a problem that they're having with, like, the writers are having a problem with, is that in order to pay them less money as being like on staff, like they're not allowing them to stay like on staff all the time. So once they're done writing their script, basically, they're not really allowed to come back on set. They're not allowed to stay there and actually like get to interact with people. Not really like in a director style, but still like, okay, so we shot this scene and it blows because this joke did not land like at all, right? Even though it looked great on paper and it seemed like it was gonna work, it literally didn't work. So instead of like being on set, they're not there.
That is usually the.
So I think it'd be totally fine. And it didn't used to be that way, from what I've gathered. You got a lot of on-set,
But you also had people that had, what's the word I'm looking for? Passion for what they're working on.
That is true. So it's like, you should...
they want to produce something that's entertaining for people because entertain people, not because they're a freaking activist.
No, exactly. It's like, you should keep them on set, right? Like, okay, you hired these people to do this job, right? You hired them. The writing's a huge portion of it. Like, you should keep them on. I know there's a lot of woke stuff happening at the moment, but I honestly do think that a lot of it comes from just being really, I don't know, inexperienced with what they're doing. Something has changed, right? Obviously, something's changed.
Okay, well, I mean, that's a huge part of it, because for the longest time in Hollywood, you had 3 TV stations, 3 networks, a few stations, and movies. So talent was kind of filtered because they were best for their very shows. There's only so many hours in the day they could broadcast, because there's only 4 hours in a day. That's shocking to people. But there was a limit. There's only shows a network could have. With streaming, it's completely good. There were so many new shows. Everyone wanted to do. Netflix and Disney, Paramount, all doing their own shows in addition to doing network shows and movies. They now just for any writers, even if the are crap, they people in the writing rooms, And what they're discovering is it's way expensive.
Yes.
So that's the big change. Streaming.
Yeah, they all thought it was that cute little thing. We can just go and do this, and it'll be fun. It's gonna be a fun little, little thing. We'll just, whatever, Oh, look, I bought like 2 stocks.
Paramount would be making way money if they just license out all of Star Trek and all their Nickelodeon catalog and just licensed it to Netflix. They would be making way more money now than they are having to host their own streaming service.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a lot of companies, I don't think, realized at all how expensive it was to have a streaming service.
The infrastructure alone is astronomical.
It's insanity. Disney having one, not really that big of a shock, right? That's not because they have so much. But at the same time, like I said, Disney is a good example for multiple reasons. So it's like, okay, so they're huge. So the obviously thought is, okay, they're gonna have a lot of money and they can build that infrastructure a lot quicker than some of these other, like Peacock, for instance, right? That's a lot smaller compared to Disney. That's a lot smaller.
Okay, define smaller. Because
I'm talking about Disney as like a conglomeration.
Yes,
like massive proportions.
Right. Who is Universal and NBC's parent company? Comcast.
Okay. I understand that, but Comcast isn't hosting its own streaming service, is it?
True.
You have Xfinity on demand. That's not the same, right? That's not at all the same. You have, Xfinity, like internet and cable and stuff, but they don't actually have their own thing. Disney does. The problem with doing that, right, instead of, the little project, so Peacock might not initially look like it's doing. I don't think it is doing that well, honestly, because who has Peacock unless you got it for free? Because of
we have it for free, but
for free.
Yeah.
we never
that's
watch
what I'm saying.
it.
No.
Literally, no one.
Never. I think I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of the Munsters on it.
Yes, but see, the thing is Disney, even though it's big, and it would make more sense that okay, they can run that and they can get up going quicker and they can make all these new shows and whatever. They also have a huge back catalog, and they have a lot of shit they own now. They own ESPN,
especially after the Fox
Hulu,
purchase.
They have all this shit. And if they want, so like obviously their big pool initially was parents. Hey, we have all the Disney movies. We have all those Disney movies, and you can put that shit on repeat. You don't have to rewind. You don't have to go to the disc menu screen. You don't have to do shit. You can literally just start over and just put that shit on repeat. And look, your kid can watch The Lion King for 200 times in a row. And it's fine. And it's easy. And it's just right there. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, obviously, so what happens, right, if you take that and you expand upon it. So now you have all Marvel. Oh, so now all the teenage boys and girls want to watch Marvel, right? Or they used to. I don't know if they do anymore because who watches Marvel now? But it's like, oh, this really cool thing, and they're gonna watch. Oh, we're gonna get all the Marvel movies, or hey, we like sports. We're gonna like all the sports things. But it's like, okay, but what about the residuals of all those? Are they gonna take away the catalog of all the Disney cartoon movies? No. Why? Because that is a huge reason why they still have people there. They're not gonna get rid of the sports, right? They're not gonna get rid of the Marvel stuff or the Star Wars stuff. They're not going to get rid of all these big, well-known money makers, which in turn also require you to pay money out, right?
Right.
So it's still going to cost them an insane amount of money, because where they were focused on having everything that they own in one place, they now have to pay that to everybody. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of splitting the cost with Netflix, you know, like, okay, well, it's on your platform, Netflix, right? But like, we own it. So technically speaking, we're going to split it because they watched it on your shit. So we're going to split the cost, basically. Now they have to own all that shit. So it's going to be a lot more expensive for them down the line. And, you know, Disney does not have enough originals that people care anything about.
What are you talking about? There was the Mighty Ducks show.
Okay, how about this? I went to GameStop the other day, and I was reminded that Andor existed. When was the last time you thought about that show?
I haven't.
Thank you. That was a whole ass show. That was a whole ass show that happened, and nobody remembered it. And I had to be reminded by a little Funko Pop that said Andor on it, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, that happened." It's been like 2 years since that thing. A year. It's been way too short for that thing to have just vanished from the public consciousness.
Yeah.
Okay. You can take that off, and no one's gonna miss it. Okay. Or very few people are gonna miss it. You know, it's just Disney will be so focused on trying to keep the residuals, you know, the residuals of all their past shit up to date, that I don't know how they're going to be able to afford to do a lot of the stuff that they do. I understand Disney's huge, but at the same time, you have such a massive amount. It's like Rome, right? Rome was an empire, and they got too big, and they couldn't. All of a sudden, they couldn't take care of everything anymore. So this nice little empire they had, that was all like, you know, good and orderly, and people, you know, they kept spreading out, and the more you spread out, you know, you have to have enough money in order to back up that spreading out, because it's expensive to spread out. And Disney has absorbed so much. I don't see how on earth they could make the amount of shit they want to make. Just for Star Wars alone, they had like 12 things coming up in the next 5 years. Marvel, like a whole other like phase, you know, that no one's gonna watch. All this other shit. It's just, they have so much. And then now they're doubling up. So not only do you have the residuals for the original Mulan, now you got your original shit. That is the same IP.
Yeah.
That is the same IP, but now you're paying two different people for the same IP. Yeah, just, there's so much. And that's why they didn't want to pay. That's why they've been ghosting their calls. They've been, you know, trashing their emails and blocking their phones, because they don't want to pay that.
No.
And that's just Disney. Think of all the other companies. Okay? Dear God.
Oh, I mean, Warner Brothers been cutting content. I mean, the whole Batgirl movie that they just, it was completely done, and they're like,
oh yeah,
no, delete it.
Control delete.
The other thing that could also be kind of tricky is, like, how are they counting, like, when to give somebody residuals? Like, if somebody just clicks on something and watches it for like 5 minutes, but is so disgusted by it they can't stand it, and then close it, do they still count that?
Oh, like a time
limit? See, my understanding is it's basically a one-time purchase. Like, you know, it's a you pay. They got paid to write an episode for the show, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to, because it's not being aired.
Right.
It doesn't fall under broadcast rules,
right.
So therefore they don't have to pay them any residuals.
Right.
So, and
they'd have to rewrite that. Yeah. Okay.
So what they're arguing is a rerun should count as a residual, and I agree with them on that.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
I think there is debate on how much of the episode does that person need to watch, and in order to do that, they would need to release the numbers to the Writers Guild to know who is who wrote something that was actually watched and who didn't write anything anyone watched. And that's something that none of these streaming services want to do. They don't want to show any numbers.
No.
You know, I think it will probably come down to YouTube, like YouTube does. YouTube watch time. So if I click somebody's video and I watch like 5 seconds of it, versus if I click on someone's video and I watch the entire thing, and they're the same amount of, they're both 10 minutes long. Let's just say they're both 10 minutes long.
Okay.
You are going to get a different payout. So while having a high, I know Loki's talked about this a bunch, but having, gaining a whole bunch of subscribers might look good on your channel page. If you want to make money, you actually need to make sure people are watching your content. You get paid basically on watch time. So I would imagine the Writers Guild would ask for the same thing, because that's already something that has been tested in the YouTube space. So that's.
Oh my God! Hi, Makani.
Oh my goodness! Hello. If you, because it does record. Not 1000% accurately, right? So I mean, you'd have to take a little bit of grain of salt, right? Like how many times your internet like cut out for some stupid reason, and you go back to it, and it's like
because you have Comcast,
yeah, or AT&T. It's in my opinion, watch time like YouTube would be your go-to. That is like the easiest thing. It's already been proven. It works, monetarily. You having watch time, that works. And then if you remove it, removing the watch time, that's that's something that YouTubers can do. So if they do if they couldn't take something down until they made sure they had paid for everything, right? So you couldn't like take down like a show or whatever unless you've paid that person. I think that would make sense to me as like a but watch time, that's the easiest thing by far. Hey, I started watching the show and I got like 12 minutes in and nothing's catching me. But
that still revolves around the issue of they would need to release their numbers to a separate party, and these companies don't want to release any of those numbers because it's way lower than they're letting anyone on.
Too bad, GG. Your streaming service sucks. Too bad. Okay,
I agree, but I'm just saying that's something they do not want to release. They do not want any. They don't want to release the numbers. That's the issue.
They're going to have to. Unfortunately, they've run out of room on the plank. Okay, you need to either get on your knees and beg for your life, right? Hand over the treasure map that you stole. Okay, or you need to jump off.
See, no, I see that's where I disagree, especially in with how things are now. Okay, the writers don't want to negotiate. They don't want to accept our deal. Fine. Hello, India. Do you have a TV show that we can utilize? Thank you. Hi, China. Do you have a TV show that we can purchase? Thank you. They don't need the American writers anymore. That's my point.
They'd have to wipe everything off their streaming service, though.
Well,
right.
It depends on what the current contract is, because like if they were just a base pay, then that's it.
Couldn't they sue them?
Good luck suing Disney.
That'll get held up for forever.
Exactly.
Well,
they'll
probably just settle. and then they wouldn't.
Then they'd get the money.
They'd get something, yeah, but
I don't know. I don't know why on earth they wouldn't just bite the bullet, man. You know,
Yeah.
I don't. They don't want
Because
to.
none of these companies ever want to admit failure. But it is failing. I know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
failure,
it's one
but-
of those. I thought that was fairly
But,
obvious.
but Disney
they
just
failed.
fired the CEO that was the big failure, and now Iger will save them, even though all this was his idea in the first place.
Yeah, no. Maybe I'm a little bit more. Maybe I just believe that people should own up to their shit a little bit more than people actually do.
Mm.
They
Maybe.
should be doing that. You're right. They should be doing that. But a lot of these narcissists, they don't like doing. They never do that. It's all their. Everything's always. It's not their fault. It's always just things outside of them.
Because we're talking about the Writers Guild and the Actors Guild and Hollywood Studios. Which narcissists are you referring to?
Well, right now, the lesser of the evils are the guilds asking for a fair shake of the money that they're owed, in my opinion, right?
Yeah, they're like the evils, right?
I think She-Hulk was absolute garbage. I'm shocked that there were even writers on set. I thought it was all improvised. That it was just like Ghostbusters 2016. Like there was no planning. That was just an embarrassment. They even kind of confirmed that at the end of it. Funnily enough, but they should get money for that. They should get money for that.
Whatever little they get, whatever little times people watch it, they should get paid for, even if it's only like a handful of times.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Yep, that's not fair. That's not fair to them. And it's like, and something also, what is it? Esports. Esports is a thing that a ton of corporations got involved in, right? Because they're like, oh my God, people like video games. And it's like, yes, they've liked video games for decades, but okay, sure. You figured that out 10 years ago. Good for you. And all these corporations got involved, and so many, and I'm actually like, I get this information from, his name's Penguin Zero, Charlie, Moist Critical. He goes by a whole bunch of stuff, but he actually has his own esports league. It's called Moist Esports. And he's been very upfront about this. Yes, he uses the word moist. I don't. And I think just because it's, nobody likes that word for the most part. But yeah, he's been very upfront. It's like, you don't make money in esports. You just don't. And you either need to have enough passion to be okay with losing money, or you need to get out of it. Those are your two options. If you wanted to make money in esports, you're pretty much shit out of luck. You're not going to make money. The rewards for winning tournaments just is not enough to cover the amount that it takes to have a team. And a lot of corporations hopped on the bandwagon, much like streaming, where they're like, oh, here's this cool hip new thing that the kids are doing. And they're into, let me just pour a whole fuck ton of money into this without actually understanding what this thing is that I'm doing, and what what the environment is and what this is like, and have no knowledge in it at all. And let me just pour a whole bunch of money, and I'm going to make so much money because it's somewhat popular with the kids. It's stupid. Like, you should know what you're getting into. And corporations didn't know.
And be prepared for the South Korean teams to constantly kick your ass.
Yes. But
Pretty much.
It's just like, yeah, so a bunch of companies are now, because we're, in a recession, they're like, oh, this was a bad idea. And so there's like these huge leagues, these huge like teams that are like multi-million-dollar all this stuff, right? So much money. They're just like,
suddenly the funding's gone.
Yeah, they're getting rid of them because they've lost so much money. But it took them a long time to get out of the game. And I just don't see how that is not going to be the exact mirror that happens in streaming, because it takes so much more money to have your
Oh
own
yeah.
streaming service.
Oh,
So yeah,
and especially something like like Amazon, where they have streaming and they have their own studio, but that's not their primary source of income.
yeah,
They
they
have
might be the only ones.
they have a business unit that is completely separate that makes them money hand over fist.
Yeah.
That's the business. Amazon will be the most stable of all the streaming services.
Oh, by far, I agree with
Easily.
that wholeheartedly. I mean, I don't think that's a question. I think that's a certainty, actually. Disney, no. Not only so Amazon's doing great because who doesn't love their 2-day shipping?
Except when it's late.
Or it gets lost, which has happened to me a couple times. But, for the most part, right?
But I'm
It's
not
like
better.
it's stable, I find a lot if I'm looking for like games and stuff, you find a lot more better shit on eBay. But if you're looking for various like household items and whatnot, Amazon's great, right? Gifts for the most part, Amazon's great. You're everyone for the most part has Amazon for the most part, right? That's a very common thing that everyone has. Disney, it's like, okay, Disney is entirely for the most part based on their media.
Yes.
So it's like, first of all, Disney's media hasn't been doing that great, right? I understand you can make $1 billion at the box office, but how much of that are you actually seeing in profit? You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I mean, they made a huge deal about how, Avengers, highest grossing film of all time, but then you look at the budget.
And then you look at the inflation.
Inflation. Yeah. And also marketing.
Which is literally half your budget. And by far. Like
that movie probably cost roughly $700 million just to make. So it was not anywhere near the most profitable movie of all time.
No. It might have made a lot of money, but no.
It made money. It absolutely made money, but it did not make as much money as people think it did. Just because it was the highest grossing film of all time doesn't mean it had the biggest net of all time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joker.
And Rambam's bringing up the Joker. Yes.
Yeah. Whatever your opinion is on the Joker, it made an insane amount of profit. That shit was fantastic, and it beautifully shot.
55 million.
So good.
$55 million budget.
Yeah, it was great. They got creative with how they did things. They kept it.
No over reliance CGI, just simple character with engagement. Who would?
Yeah, and I like good CGI. Like the next as much as the next person. I have to specify good CGI, right? But I do like my preferred mix is CGI and practical. That is my preferred mix. I think
it does need a good blend. The special effects in Jurassic Park still hold up really well because they did them.
Yes, that's how you make it timeless, in my opinion. You combine them. So.
Yeah, don't give time to adjust and look for the fakeness. Switching your techniques, it's one of the age-old filmmaking tricks out there. The eye can't adjust to anything, and it will keep believing what you want them to believe.
Also, if you want to make something scary, right, and lower how much you gotta with your CGI and stuff, dark is always a good way to use it. You know,
Mhm.
I mean, darkness hides shit. It
Or,
hides shit
or,
that you.
or Jaws. You don't see the shark that often.
No, but you see the fin. The
You
fin
see
is just a reminder,
the
right?
fin.
So you get
The camera up at the swimmer's legs. It's like that's horrifying.
yeah. It's just really creatively like putting the fear in there.
Yes.
It's the human imagination is something that you can utilize, right?
Mhm.
Basically, since like the beginning of time for humans, we have always feared the unknown, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you can,
Or like in No Country for Old Men, the scene where Anton is in the convenience store. He doesn't do anything. He just like talks to the guy.
Oh yeah.
And he doesn't, and it's so scary without even nothing happened. But just like acting alone can sometimes just be enough to creep you out.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. There's certain things that you can utilize and make it better, and I but I getting a little bit back to the Actors Guild now striking. So, and no one here I know watches late night talk shows, right? But like pretty much ever.
In years.
Why on earth would you bother?
Yeah.
But from what I've gathered, they've been having a huge issue because there's no writers, right?
And isn't that bizarre that they need that the late night comedians need other people to make their jokes?
You would think they would just get back on that saddle, right? Like, oh, okay, I had a staff.
I'm pretty sure all of them have stand-up comedy experience. So I was like, at some point, you did stand-up and did your own jokes, right?
Yeah, you did at one point write your own content. Yeah, like that's kind of weird. I could understand you being a little rusty, and you could make a joke out of it, right? Like, hey, it's been a minute, right? Like I had a writing class.
Then why do you need writers for like asking, your guests, about the movie that they're going to be in? Why do you need a writer for that?
Yeah, you've done it so many times at this point. You should just be able to, hey, let me watch an episode that happened like 2 weeks ago and see what. Okay, I asked these questions. All right, let me just write that down on a couple of cards and we'll do something with that. It's all these shows, and they're trying so hard to keep shit together because obviously the longer a production happens and you can't actually like continue and move forward with the production, the more money it loses. Like how many times have you seen it, right? Where you're on a set, right, and every second is pretty critical because it's your money is being burned every time that this movie is not actually like in production and working, and if the waste time, and that's why reshoots are so expensive because you budgeted for this amount of time and this amount of work and what these scenes are, and then if you have to finish all of it and you're just like shit, not like half of this doesn't work. I mean, that means you've lost 50% immediately.
My God, they're now estimating that Flash has to make $1 billion with a B, billion, to break even.
Just to break even.
To break even.
I don't think it's gonna make that. I think we're way too burnt out.
Planning to see it. I really didn't care.
I'm gonna wait. I don't care about Ezra Miller. And nobody here. Okay.
God, no.
Nobody is going to that movie for the Ezra Miller story.
No, people are going because of the Michael Keaton cameo, for the Nicolas Cage cameo. That's why people are going to be there.
Yes, And that's the only thing that they've been showing for the most part. Loki and I went and saw Fast X last week because fuck yeah, Fast X. The and which is if you like the Fast and Furious franchise, and I do, I liked Fast X. So 9 sucked butt, but Fast X was good, and it did. It was bad. John Cena is such a wild card when it comes to putting him in your movie. You're just like, oh, is either he's gonna absolutely make this terrible, or it will be okay, and I'm gonna forget about him. So that he was in this, and thank God that was the case with Fast X. But
I know Loki said yesterday that the villain reminded him of Arwen, Jason Momoa.
Oh, Jason Momoa made that movie. Oh, it was the best part of that movie, but not even close. He was the best part of that movie. They allowed Jason Momoa to play a character that I've never seen him do. I've seen him do the suave guy. I've seen him do, the cool, he's the cool dude, right? He did a full, Joker interpretation, and it was amazing. And I kind of want to see him play the Joker now, unironically. Okay. It was fantastic. He was the Heath Ledger in that movie. Everything else, it was like, oh, it's okay, right? I love The Dark Knight, right? But if Heath Ledger's Joker wasn't in that movie, it would not have been anywhere near as good, right?
The movie would not have worked if it wasn't for Heath Ledger's performance.
Mm-hmm.
Literally would not have been a good movie. I don't even think. Same thing with Jason Momoa in this. He's so fantastic. You can tell he's having a blast every single time he's on screen. He is having the time of his life. He's enjoying himself. It's just it's great. He did a really good job as a bad guy. And we were looking through the obviously there's previews, right? So we're sitting there, and basically since I've seen movies in theaters, I always judge. I'm like, okay, I want to see that one. I don't really give a shit about that one. Okay, this one, I could take it or leave it, right? You always go through and you're like, okay, what do I want to see? What do you got for me? And first of all, they showed a Five Nights at Freddy's trailer, an actual trailer that has sets, actors, all that kind of shit. And that blew my mind because as the last I heard, that shit was shut down 2 years ago and was not happening at all. Blumhouse totally stopped production. It just that was not occurring. So it was very weird to see. It was very weird to see that not only have they gone through with making it, but they had a full trailer, a full-blown trailer for it. So, I will be seeing that because
I am kind of interested in seeing a Five Nights at Freddy's actually.
Yes. I thought they. Yes, I'll click on that in a second. Give me a second. But another thing that I saw was the Flash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get goosebumps seeing the Michael Keaton shit and all the other Batmans and all that, because I really think Ben Affleck got a total, he got fucked over, hard. Because he was a great, established Batman that's slightly jaded, I thought that was great. I thought his costume looked great.
I was one of those people who doubted he could do it, but he changed my mind.
Yeah, I thought he did great. I thought he did a good Dark Knight Returns. I thought he would have been great for that, very jaded, like Jason is, fucking gone. I thought he would have been a great Batman for an established Batman. Not God help me, another year one Batman, for fuck's sake. An established. God, I have seen so many of those just in my lifetime.
Just show.
We want the Bat family. Okay.
Just do. Honestly, just at this point, just give DC to Bruce Timm, who did Batman the Animated Series. Just give it to him.
I don't think he'd do it without my dude. Oh my god, I blanked out on
Aldini?
his name. No, I straight blanked out on his name. How dare I? He's my favorite Batman.
Well, Kevin Conroy.
Yes, I don't know if he'd do it without him, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he would do it without
But he
him.
also did Superman the Animated Series. Like, he's done DC properties without Kevin involved.
No, I know. I'm just saying, I don't know if he would do a Batman property without Kevin.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that would actually, you know. So yeah, it's Michael Keaton's Batman series. They know what they're doing. I give them props for that. They know Ezra is not bringing anyone into the theaters.
Oh God, no.
The Batman shit looks cool.
All these reshoots to
Wow.
put all this interesting stuff in the Flash movie, and none of it's Flash.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's all these cameos.
No, and that's the only reason I would go see it. But I am holding myself back because Loki pointed something out to me. He said, "Notice how they keep putting the like Batman shots like then like 80% of the trailers are Flash." He's convinced that this, and I agree with him on this, but he's convinced that for the most part we've seen all the Batman that's going to be in there.
It's possible.
We've seen like most of what's going to be in the Batman's going to be in there.
All the good scenes are in the trailer. Yeah, that's happened before.
I maintain you could easily have Michael Keaton and do a Batman Beyond movie with him as Bruce Wayne.
Oh my god!
I would love to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I still want a proper like Nightwing. I haven't gotten a Nightwing. Okay, I've gotten Dick Grayson as Robin, but I want like a proper Bat family. Okay,
that'd be cool.
I want Nightwing. I want like.
I like Nightwing.
All women like Nightwing. Change my mind. Okay, see. And you know why? Yeah, you know why you like him too. Okay, he's charming, and he's like a less grumpy Bruce, basically. He's just like, Bruce. I can't do anything with Bruce. Nightwing, I can do something with Nightwing. You're just like, Bruce, you're useless. You're so like blinders on Batman stuff, just and all women like Nightwing,
I'd even take him in his like disco outfit.
It's amazing. Yeah, you get a Nightwing, you got your Tim Drake, right, as a Robin, you get your you can have
Todd.
What is it, Cassandra Cain, Jason Todd. That might be a movie you build up to, but like you have a Cassandra Cain as Batgirl, and then you have Oracle, right? So you kind of have like your stab with Alfred, and you have your people, right?
Mm-hmm. You forgot Damian Wayne. He's kind of an important one too.
No, throw him away. Mm-hmm. Throw Damian away. Every time he's in something, he makes it worse. Okay, throw him out. He has too much of his grandfather in him. Okay.
Hey, Super Sons was a great run.
Okay.
There was a run in the comics where it was Superboy, Clark Kent, or Jonathan Kent, and Damian Wayne, and they had like little Batman Superman adventures. It was basically like it was the closest I've ever seen an American comic be a manga, and it was just fun. But they canceled it when Jonathan Michael Bendis took over Superman, and he sucks.
Yeah, see, Damian only works when you're not dealing with him with Batman 100% of the time. Seriously, like Damian is, every time I've seen him in something where it's like a Bat-centric thing,
Eris can fix Nightwing.
When I was younger, I understand I'm young now, but when I was younger, I had a massive crush on Nightwing, and he's a very popular character with women. It's very, very popular.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I don't know why on earth you wouldn't have Nightwing in your shit to bring women in. All right, we saw what happened with Aquaman. Oh, suddenly there's a whole bunch of women going and seeing comic book movies. What a shock! Yeah, Jason Momoa is in the movie like 20% of the time he's shirtless.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
No one wants to see Aquaman because of the plot or Amber Heard.
Literally, no one did that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, comic book movie, and Jason Momoa is like half naked throughout a lot of it. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. For sure.
Same thing with Captain America: Winter Soldier. Women didn't go see that because of the story. They wanted to see Chris Evans' abs.
Yes. Just give us a Justice League movie with Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Okay, give me a Justice League movie and don't have Zack Snyder be in charge of it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say that right now. If you liked it, okay, cool. I don't think he works for the most part for superhero movies.
No, especially the DC heroes, since DC was always more like bright and uplifting, and Marvel was more like gritty and realistic.
Oh,
so the fact that the movies were just so dark and dreary was just like, what? This doesn't represent DC Comics at all.
Whose emo phase are we in at the moment? Whose emo phase? I know this is somebody's emo phase. I can tell. It screams emo. It's just, it does. There was so much emo, like, undertones in
Somebody
those movies.
didn't grow out of their emo phase.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, they just continued it. Like, I'm never going to grow out of my goth punk rock phase. Like, I just won't. But, I mean, man, I grew out of my emo phase when my hormones stopped, like, battering my brain.
I mean, I want to know who watched the movie 300, that dark, gritty, movie based off of Frank Miller's book, and go, that person would be perfect for Superman. Just who did that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the soundtrack slaps, but and Henry Cavill was perfectly cast as Superman, but it's just like after that, I don't know, man. Mm-hmm. I didn't really like Amy Adams as Lois Lane.
The age difference was a little too obvious for me.
Oh, I actually was just talking about she kind of has it in Night at the Museum too, but Lois Lane has to be like spunky and sassy.
Yes.
And like she can't be, oh, I'm Lois Lane. I'm
a tortured soul. No, that's not Lois. Lois is headstrong above anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Lois, look at it in the cartoons. Another great Lois, if you want to see a live action Lois, is Smallville. The person they got to play Lois in Smallville, total spoiler. If you didn't think Lois Lane was going to make her way into Smallville, I don't know what you want. Okay, it's a fucking Superman show.
I never liked Smallville. I'm just going to say it.
You watched one episode.
One or two.
I'm just saying. I'm teasing you. Not really. But Lois Lane was perfectly cast in that. She is sassy. She is spunky. She will not put up with your shit at all. She won't. She will not put up with your shit. She is like
Margot Kidder. That's the real Lois. That's the real Lois Lane.
Another good one. That personality needs to come out. And Amy Adams is just like, when she played Amelia Earhart in Night at the Museum too, there's a little bit of that in there. A little bit, but she still is like this very, I don't know if meek's the right word, but it's something like that. She's just
it's why she worked really well in Enchanted, because she has this
princess
bubbly happiness to her in her performances. So I don't think that works well for Lois.
No, it doesn't.
No, so she wasn't good cast.
And I have nothing against Amy Adams as an actress. I think she's a fantastic actress overall.
Oh, she was great.
I just don't think she was right for Lois Lane.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
maybe
good at-
as Lana. Maybe as Lana. She could have done
Lana, she might have worked better as Lana, yeah.
It's like she plays well as a woman that has difficulty accessing her aggressiveness or her anger.
But that's not Lois.
But that's not Lois. Lois has easy access to
Yeah.
her.
Lois is headstrong.
Yeah, to those all those emotions, and she kind of, in a way, wears her emotions on her sleeve. She's just very open about what she's thinking and feeling. And I mean, those are two very different kinds of women. So, but they're all, I'm not saying one is good or bad. It's just that they're different.
No, I agree with that. I think that she was very poorly cast. I think the woman cast as Martha Kent was okay. We just didn't really see enough of her for me to really gather enough of.
Why did you say that name?
I think the guy that was cast as Paul Kent was, again, okay.
Kevin Costner. Don't get me started on how they killed off Jonathan Kent. I hate that. I was gonna
say. Thought the casting was okay. I will never, ever.
But Paul Kent's not a crazy conspiracy theorist nut. He's a very down-to-earth, hard-working man.
He's your typical small-town farmer. What do you want?
Yes.
Like, that's and I think they did that so wrong. I don't even know how you could be in charge of a Superman piece of media. And I'm really not, and I was a little wrong initially because I thought his dad was alive, but I could also be drawing that just from the cartoons, which I'm pretty sure his dad was alive in the cartoons.
In Superman animated series, Jonathan Kent never died.
Okay, so that's what I thought. If you're gonna have him die, then obviously the way have a heart attack. That
was the whole point. It's something outside of his control.
Yes.
So for all his powers, there are still he's not a god. There are things that he can't do. Stupid that was the whole point of him dying by a heart attack.
So ignorant. I just so dumb. So but the color and also the color scheme.
No, I got this.
No, I'm gonna die. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
But at least he saved the dog.
Who probably immediately died afterwards because that's not how tornadoes work.
Pretty much.
A dog can now outrun a tornado. Okay, I don't know if a car can't, a dog can't. So I don't even know why. You forgot to unlock the dog. Wow, what a selfish, horrible people! You forgot the dog was in the car with you.
Yeah. But at least Pa Kent saved the dog. Left his wife a widow and his son, without a father. But at least the stranger's dog is okay.
Taught him not to save people. It's fine. Don't worry.
What a great lesson for Superman.
Yeah.
God, I hate that movie.
You know what? If Zack Snyder would have flipped the script on us, right? And this wasn't called Superman, not because pretty much every Superman movie ever, the first one at least, has been called Superman, and he didn't just want to be different, but it was called Man of Steel because this really isn't Superman, so to speak. It's the Injustice Superman. They decided to do an Injustice storyline instead of an actual and total. Well, first of all, I think that would have been kind of silly to do initially, right? Because this is your first time you're having all these characters together. I know you can put that back up there. I'll get to
the moment's passed.
Fine. Sorry.
Moment's passed.
We'll put it up at the end with no context. So if it was an Injustice thing that we were going for, I think Man of Steel makes a lot more sense. Because that's exactly the kind of Superman you were going to get from that raising. He's teaching him not to save people, right? So it's going to kind of be ingrained in his psyche. That's gonna fuck him up a little bit. So I don't know if it was a secret injustice storyline, which is totally what he tried to do in the Snyder cut of Justice League. I thought that was fairly obvious. I wouldn't have minded it as much. I just think it's a really bold thing to give a new generation a Superman that is actually just straight evil without giving a good one first. So just
Yeah,
I think that's a little bit of a bold thing to do, but
that's one word for it.
but yeah, that is silly. Anyway, so I don't know. Is anything open? Oh, the Lord of the Rings Gollum game happened. Nobody cares. Little Mermaid is happening. Nobody cares.
Speaking of video games, no one cares about.
Barbie exists. Doesn't care. I don't care.
Oh yeah, they are doing that.
Yeah.
Too late for that. Maybe this came out 30 years ago. It would have been interesting, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's true. A lot of things are coming out too late.
Like Flash. Who cares anymore?
Yeah, they really did a number on us as far as I'm so burnt out on superhero movies. Man,
Yeah.
I never thought I reached that day. I know a lot of people got burned out before even we hit Infinity War and Endgame, but I think I gotta say, WandaVision like threw up the ball and Love and Thunder slam dunked it. That's the alley-oop that killed my superhero love right there. I just I think that was the combo that did it, because WandaVision just you can literally like watch the stream on here where I was in denial like so hard about it.
Was it me, Loki, and Fat Steven that were talking about it?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But
I remember you could like see your you could see like the moment where you like break and like, oh, this show sucks.
Damn it.
I was disappointed in that too, though.
It's because it started out really strong.
Yeah, it did.
Yep. It did. It was one of the best things I'd seen in a while, and I was so upset by the end.
Your brain couldn't accept how bad it actually was.
No, I just couldn't accept that you could start off something so good. The same thing happened with Game of Thrones, though. So, I mean, apparently my brain hasn't learned anything. And then Love and Thunder was so bad.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, Love and Thunder is bad, but where do you compare it to the Multiverse of Madness?
I didn't bother with it. I wanted a horror movie, a superhero horror movie. We don't get enough of those, and that's how it was initially advertised. And the second, well, first of all, I wasn't watching it after WandaVision. I was like, no. Wanda, first of all, I see in the trailers that Wanda's just like, no, I did nothing wrong. And I was so angry because I didn't even realize it for a while.
I mean, at least she's the villain of the movie, but Doctor Strange doesn't call her out on that.
Yeah.
No, she's evil, and I don't want anything to do with her, at all. I'm just like, no, I don't want. I honestly do not want anything to do with her as a character. I thought that she was so cool. I really like Elizabeth Olsen as an actress.
Oh, the issues with WandaVision have nothing to do with Elizabeth Olsen.
No,
I think she's fine. I think she's great in the role. It's just she had nothing to work with.
No, she didn't. It just bothered me to all hell, and she did something so unforgivably awful. In that show. And you gave me a year to think about it, Disney. That was the stupidest thing you did. You gave me a year to think about it. You didn't give me the 2 weeks that you were initially going to give me. All right? You gave me an entire year to go over it. And much like in-game, by the time I was done thinking about it, I was like, wow, that was awful. Why did that... She's not a good... She's awful. She's such a horrible, horrible human being.
Yes, she is.
And I want her punished. And she really didn't get punished, from what I gathered in that movie. She never really got punished. And no, her stupid fake kids that never existed going away because they never existed don't count as punishment. No.
They're really.
She
Nobody
does.
knows what you've lost. Oh,
Fuck
what
off.
about these people's
Absolutely.
lives who you've ruined?
Yeah, I didn't
Fuck off outta
understand
here.
that. I did not understand that at all. I had no idea why this black woman where a white lady just basically takes a town over a town and enslaves them, and then she like empathizes with her for some reason. Like it
No,
makes
it's
no
fine.
sense.
No, you misunderstand, Becky. No. It's totally okay that this white lady decided to enslave an entire town, and therefore, of all people, I'm pretty sure the black person should be able to call her out on that more than, a lot of people. But, it's fine. You know why it's fine?
It's okay.
Because she lost her imaginary children.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Totally
No, it's fine.
justifies
It's really
that.
Yeah, she enslaved them mentally and basically used them as puppets. And literally any other franchise would have made that person an instant villain because they're so hated because that's such a horrible, horrible thing. I never thought about this. Do you think they did that on purpose? Because Monica's black. You're just like, no. The black person said it was okay. She enslaved people, so it's fine.
Maybe that's true. I never thought about it like that. They had her
No, it's
say
okay.
it. So.
Yes. She's it's fine. It's fine, everyone. It's fine. It's like, what? No? That just makes her an idiot. That doesn't make it fine. And this, a black person didn't call out Scarlet Witch for enslaving people. And this, if you think about it in those terms, you're kind of just like, that was an easy slam dunk. That was like the person to call her out on it, given especially, the environment. What did she lose? I don't know. What did she lose? Nothing.
Yeah.
Except for the most part, most people liking her as a character.
And again, nothing against Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh no, she's a fantastic actress in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
She does really,
and I've seen her in other things. Like she's not just Wanda. She has a huge range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's good. She's really great. It's kind of weird because I was a big fan of Mary-Kate and Ashley when I was younger. So, very weird experience for me, being a fan of her sisters when I was really young, and then liking the Scarlet Witch, and then finding out totally after all that they were related.
You didn't know that?
No, not going in. I didn't know. Well, it's not like Olsen it's like the most unique last name ever.
No. I knew Elizabeth Olsen before, she got cast as the Scarlet Witch. Like I'd seen her in things before that, and I knew she was the Olsen twins' younger sister. Who, because I have a younger sister, I've seen my fair share of Mary-Kate and Ashley detective videos.
Yes. The books.
And I remember her being in a few of those.
Mm.
Oh, that's funny. That's kind of funny.
Oh yeah. Elizabeth Olsen was in a few of those things.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah.
They gave a job to her little sister. That's all.
Yeah.
It's just they eventually kind of just did their own thing, and she became an actual actress.
The familiar. Okay, Chris. All right. We're We'll start the thing soon. Okay. You have to think. I was like 7. Okay. And
Wait, when
went
did
to
you
the
discover
movies.
the Olsen twins? Because like they were at their peak before you were born.
I discovered them I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I discovered. It was like 6, 7, maybe. I'm probably overestimating that. It was probably younger. I don't remember exactly how old I was.
Because
I know I got into the detective shit.
I remember my sister renting the Mary Kate and Ashley detective videos from like Blockbuster in like the early 90s.
Mm.
Well, I
Well,
didn't like books.
My
That's what I
sister
meant.
liked Mary Kate and Ashley too, so they I think they kind of had a little bit of like those movies had a little bit of staying power.
I did not know that. I thought they kind
Yeah.
of vanished after the midnight. I thought the Olsen twins kind of just stopped being a thing after Full House.
No.
It's kind of like one of those things. I think like when you have like little kid stuff just gets recycled.
That's
like
true.
like Arthur
Yes.
and
Yeah.
Sesame Street and stuff like that. They just go on
Yeah.
to the next generation.
That's fair.
Yeah, because I think my younger sister is a little bit younger than you, Eris. So
Yeah. I mean, it was.
she?
I'm thinking. I was really into. I still am mystery shit when I was younger, like Nancy Drew stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
And so that kind of was a byproduct. And God, if anybody remembers this is going to be either just going to tell you my age or this is going to be so niche that no one's going to know what I'm talking about. The Scholastic Book Fair shit that would happen in like your library in elementary school. And I swear that's where I got some of that shit too. It was like, oh, they divided up in genres. And, there was like, I was into like cats, ghosts, and mysteries, like exclusively for a while. Like that was pretty much it. And I think what started me down the Mary Kate and Ashley thing was they had a spooky mystery, like Halloween book that had a cat on the cover. And I think that's what started it because it was like all 3 things into one. It's a spooky mystery with a cat. All right, I'm buying this.
And you've outgrown your love of cats, right?
Yes. I definitely don't have multiple plush toys that I'm looking at right now. And yeah, I definitely have outgrown my love for kitty cats.
Or cat earphones.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. So that's what's happened this week. We did it. And yeah, Chris, familiar resemblance wasn't noticeable. I've thought of the Olsen twins and basically from that small point in my childhood until I discovered that, because I didn't watch Full House or anything. I didn't
bless you.
remember. Yeah. I didn't remember that they existed until I saw a picture of Elizabeth Olsen holding her 2 older sisters. And I think the caption of like the photo was like, this looks like a mom with her two scared children. I think it was like the it was like a tweet or something.
Was it a real picture or was it photoshopped?
No, it was Elizabeth Olsen. While she was like doing like Marvel or old enough that she looked relatively the same age as what she looks like in the Marvel shit. And she had her arms around her 2 sisters and they look so like drained of like life essence.
They've looked like that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't but just like the look, it looks like they don't look older than her at all.
No, but they're several years older.
Yes. This is crazy. So we have a surprise for you. I know, it's been an hour and a half. But we have a surprise. Because by God, I was going to talk about what happened this week because I didn't know. So now we know things. Okay, so now we have a bonus. We have what bonus meme? Is that what PewDiePie used to call it? Bonus meme. We have a bonus. All right. So we have a little short film we are going to watch together if y'all so desire. And
Yes.
I have an archive.org.
Oh
Actually,
my
you don't have
goodness.
any choice. I said if you desire. You don't have a choice. You have to say watch it. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you an option. So we have this fun little thing, and because somebody forgot to text me, I didn't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So this is a
Don't
bonus
believe her.
meme.
Don't believe her lies, everyone.
And so I have been wanting to watch this since John covered it. God knows how
Is this
many
the picture
years
you were
ago.
talking about?
No, it's like they look way more ragged. It's like in front of like like one of those movie red carpet events. No, she looks way
Okay.
more. They look way more ragged, and drained of life. But it's similar. It's a similar photo, just to get like your. But that's how I learned that Elizabeth Olsen was related to them. And I was just like, whoa, I didn't know that. But yeah, so it's a short film called Dark Dungeons. Let me put it in the chat.
Oh, by the way, Eris, Becky can be here on Saturday, and so we can watch the movie.
Good fuck. So I'm so happy, Becky. I'm so glad that you're able to come here Saturday right now at this very moment. Thank you.
Oh.
Yes.
Communication may not be my greatest skill.
It's not his greatest skill, but
it's not mine either. So it's fine.
I was about to say, because there have been times I've like texted you and I don't get a response for like a few days.
Don't feel offended. That's with most people. I keep my text messages unread and untouched so that I can remember to respond to them when I have a free moment.
That's a little frightening. I do the same thing.
I should probably do that more.
Well, the problem is that like you could do it immediately, but it's like I'm always in the middle of something when someone messages me. So it's like I need a free moment, and for some reason, a free moment in my brain is at least an hour. Do I have an hour to send this 5-second text message? Yeah. So why does it sound like Josh can only watch questionable movies when Becky isn't around?
But she's here now.
Becky is here. So that is exactly why we're going to do this. And,
besides, when we were dating, I put this woman through a bad movie gauntlet, and she took it like a champ.
You still haven't shown her Moonfall.
No, we haven't.
I do keep forgetting about that.
And this was special because this is supposed to be the Jack Chick thing, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is it's considered an actual, like, oh my gosh, I forgot this word last time too. Not interpretation. What is the word I'm looking for? Like
Adaptation?
Adaptation. Thank you. I don't know why that word escaped me. Twice.
Wow.
2 weeks in a row. Yeah, it's an authentic adaptation of it. It's considered like legit. So no, run back. No, we've been waiting for her. We've been waiting to do this because I wasn't going to do it without her because she's a fan of the Jack T Chick trick, whatever.
Chick tracks.
Yes.
Crazy religious man who doesn't understand what fantasy is.
He really didn't.
Really didn't. Everything he did is like so like to me is fascinating and creepy at the same time.
Yes. Oh, what am I doing when I receive a text? 99% of the time, I am working. So that's why, and I can't stop because I get on a roll. When I get on a roll of something, I don't want to stop the roll because then everything slows down. So that's what I'm doing. All right, y'all have the link to it. It's called Dark Dungeons. There is only one review on the archive.org website, and it is fantastic. It's a 5-star review. Great movie. I showed it to my boyfriend to see if it would encourage him to quit RPGs, but it didn't work. But I still think he learned a valuable lesson about the power of God and Jesus. And I want you to remember this, okay? Because I'm going to repeat it after the movie, because this is obviously a troll. But I like to also pretend occasionally, like, yeah, maybe that's a real comment. It's funny. I do find it kind of amusing, but also a little terrifying. When religious people go so far into like trying to protect their religion and to advocate it with others that they do literally the exact opposite of what the religion is that they are apparently, into.
That's entirety.
Yeah, it's just, like, I don't know how you read about Jesus and then like hate people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, and you like you look down upon people and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just like Jesus didn't. He chilled with people that were like,
Yeah.
like low-level criminals and like addicts and and all this, like lepers and like the lowest levels of like the hierarchy. He chilled with those people. Take a look at his disciples and tell me that those were the most stellar people ever before he came along.
Yeah.
Okay. Just saying, like, you all up in your ass thinking that you're I'm better than this. I'm like, well, apparently you don't know anything about Jesus. It's like you're under the impression that you're above others. It's just silly to me, absolutely silly.
It's a good question why that happens. It's a good question.
It's like you don't actually believe in the religion that you're proclaiming to believe in. You're just using it as like a way to make, I'm better than you. Like, okay, literal son.
Yeah.
It's just silly, absolutely silly. Total idiots.
Control things that are outside of your control.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, all right. Hello, Keely Chow. How goes things? All right. Is everyone ready? It's literally 36 minutes. It's not a long movie. All right, which is the reason why I talked about stuff before. Also, it's been a minute since I've done that, so I'm excited. I'm excited because I've seen this through the lens of a JonTron video, but I've never actually watched it.
And I have no idea what to expect from this.
Yeah, neither do I. No idea.
Yes. Shout out to JonTron. Absolutely fantastic creator.
I love that clip of the why would you do that? How would you do that?
So many of those memes. What the fuck? So good.
That's also a great one.
Yeah.
So fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
He's got such a great look with like that hair that's just like flopping into his face as he's like angry. It's like, that's great.
Yes. JonTron is so great. Absolutely. All right. Everybody good? They're good on their drinks. They're good on everything. Anybody need a bathroom break before we start? We're good?
It's only 30 minutes, but we're good.
Okay. Well, we've been talking for like an hour and 44 minutes, okay?
I suppose that's true.
Yes.
Making sure. All right.
What crunchies did you bring up? What is this?
Food apples.
You brought apple chips?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Becky, I'm about to send you in the corner. You didn't bring me any food. That's so rude. God, that's mean.
Ooh, apple cinnamon too.
Mm.
You suck. All right. Are y'all ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna do it. And yeah, see how rude, not sharing with the rest. Chris gets it. Chris gets it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Let's do
I
this
mean,
thing.
she's sharing it with me, so I think that counts.
No, literally does not count. Okay. All right. Let's do this thing.
All right.
In 3, 2,
2,
1,
1.
click.
Ooh.
Wow, it
Oh, I
starts
love
right
it.
away.
Oh.
I'm so excited for y'all to see this.
At least you have goals.
Wait. Oh shit! No, mine stopped. Mine
What?
buffered. Fuck. Mine buffered.
Do you want me to pause?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I said mine
Oh, but I
buffered.
love this so far. Look at all this. Look at these
Oh
schemers
my
and
god, there's a map of the
dreamers.
United States where they've infiltrated.
It's not. Okay. All right.
It's a big old there's the Illuminati or symbol or whatever.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, there's the Illuminati symbol.
Okay. What are y'all on? What is the
I'm at 32 seconds.
Okay. Let me catch up and
Okay.
hopefully we'll be able to it's not gonna be stupid. Okay, the bar is moving now. Hopefully it'll be okay.
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 Got some draperies
Okay,
back there that are vaguely pagan, I guess.
So, this is the most inclusive religion you've ever seen. Most inclusive, non-inclusive, because it just has.
Wait, did you restart or?
Yeah, I did. I'm at
Are you at?
25 seconds. I paused because
Okay.
y'all commented on it. It's like pagan and somehow satanic, even though that wouldn't work at all. You cannot have a pagan Satanist.
That's true. That is very true.
Literally two separate religions. You cannot have a pagan Satanist. You know, it's just it doesn't. I mean, the pantheons don't even work because you have like spirit, and it depends on what kind of pagan you're talking about. You're talking about like an actual pagan or like a different like like the Celtics, the Norse, and all that, like what people have called pagans in the past. Like it's all kinds of stupid. Anyway, I like to think that they had fun with this thing. But okay, so I'm at 25. We're doing good. So all right.
Okay, I'm still at 32.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Oh
Okay.
my god! What the hell? It started buffering again. It's buffering again. Oh my god, I hit 32. Buffer. Stop.
Wow.
We're gonna have to start over complete. Okay. All right, internet.
Do you want to just restart it?
Yes, we're just gonna restart it from fresh. This is the stupidest.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I
know what
doing
happens
everything
in
on a
this.
blood moon. Such a nice touch.
Just wait.
That was a huge thing for a while.
Am I gonna have to like shut shit off in order for it to? That's so weird.
Where are we anyway? Transylvania?
Vague evil place.
Just vaguely evil place.
Why is it active?
Oh, The Great Gatsby. I liked The Great Gatsby.
Pat S, we might do that. I'll have to check to see if it's in the public domain. I think it probably is.
Good question.
While Eris is doing that, well,
What's happening? I have never had a problem I've never had an issue with this.
1925. 1920. It may. Yeah, I don't think it's in the public domain yet. Then
It will be.
it will be fairly soon.
It's almost 100 years old.
Yeah, it's. I'm gonna have to like. Stupid. Order this forever. Okay, I closed the tab. It's now just buffering. It's not letting me do anything. Great. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. What on earth? I'm so pissed. Are you kidding me? This is it won't buffer. I've never had this problem ever. I've never had this problem. What the fuck?
Pat, I suggest you get rid of AOL.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. What the hell? I'm having to like test watch this. Eris's computer decided to revolt. To be fair, it is. Oh my god! Why? I'm gonna have to restart my computer. I'm gonna be so mad if I have to do that. Oh my god! It is. I haven't updated Chrome.
Oh.
All right, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. This is. Give me a second.
Okay. Well, hello. So.
Yes.
Would you be opposed to doing a read through of The Great Gatsby?
Oh no, I like The Great Gatsby.
Okay.
No.
It does look like it's still under copyright, though. So, have to give that a few years, Pat. And we'd also have to, like, produce content regularly.
Really? So bad at that.
Although I actually did post a video this week, so there's that.
Yes, you did good. You're much better at this than I am.
I recorded me playing a video game and then just talking while I was playing it.
It's more than what I do. Though I have wanted us to do like a book talk at some point too.
I know.
Because with that, we can talk about anything.
Chris? Why are you saying what, Chris? Pat, according to Wikipedia, at least, it was published in 1925, so it's still a few years. So it's probably in the public domain next year. I thought I made the video public. Check. Can you see? Because like I mean, my phone's logged into the Project Storytime account.
Yeah. Let me see.
Pull it up and. Just go to subscriptions.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. God, I hope the video is public, Chris. Posted it yesterday. Do. Oh, okay. Chris can see it.
Okay. Okay, that's good. It's probably somewhere in this feed.
Yeah. Yeah, I am doing one of those newfangled Let's Plays that the kids are all about nowadays
Yes.
with on the YouTubes. And if I didn't screw it up, part 2 will be up on Monday. So there's that. Do you still not see it on there?
No. I have a lot of subscriptions, though.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. All right. 12 views on it. Ah. Yeah. So. I had like nothing prepared in case Eris had to like step away for a moment. Oh, that would be amazing, Pattis.
We have the ability to do that.
You do?
We have all those ROMs.
Yeah. We can't stream though.
Oh. Sad.
Yeah, I don't know how to hook that up to a setup where we can stream. Plus, this computer streams off of Wi-Fi.
I see.
One of the reasons I stopped doing the movie streams is because I noticed it had a tendency to get out of sync with people.
Okay.
But yeah, so I started doing a playthrough of the Star Trek Resurgence game. I would say so far I'm actually enjoying it, which is something I was not anticipating. I thought the game was going to be a disaster. Wow, I'm totally shocked, Chris. YouTube didn't notify people. Yeah. Totally never saw YouTube not sending out notifications. But the game had almost like no hype or anything, and it was delayed multiple times. So I was just kind of anticipating the game being a disaster, but I've actually been enjoying it so far. You back?
I'm back, and it didn't do anything.
Oh.
So, it's still acting up. I don't know what that means. Because, yeah, it's like totally fine, but once it hits like the 32-second mark, it starts fucking up.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like the 14-second mark and the 32, and then it just doesn't work like really well after that. So, I don't know. You know what? We're going to try it in Safari.
Ah.
I know, a bold idea. Is my stream doing good? Are we fine?
You seem fine to me.
Okay. It's just such a high quality. It's so high quality, man. You didn't do shit. Really?
Chris is suggesting skip to 59 seconds.
Yeah, Safari didn't work either. Great. I might do that. This is
Yeah,
like
that's-
old school where you had to like wait for it to fucking like buffer. Ah, shit. That's just not cool.
That's weird because like mine's working fine.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I've not had a problem streaming like all day on my phone. I haven't had an issue.
Chris is suggesting Brave.
I don't have Brave. It's like my Wi-Fi is gone to shit. I'm just curious. Internet speed. I feel like I don't know. I think that's really strange. Okay. So down, it seems like it's alright. Up is okay. The ping's not terrible. I don't understand why it's not. This is
Aw.
so stupid. I've been looking forward to this forever. God damn it. And even when it loads, it's not loading. It's fucking making me mad.
4-day upgrade, Chris? Holy cow.
Yeah, I just.
And hashtag blame Marky Moo.
Yes, it's all Mark's fault. This is pissing me off.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's okay.
Oh, I was about to suggest. Oh, I could share it on my end, but oh wait, no, we can't share it.
No. Okay. I'm working on finding a way to do this. Okay.
So, Chris, is Marky or no, is Brave a decent search engine?
Okay, I'm giving up on Archive of Our Own, and I have found a YouTube one. Now you're gonna have to bear with me. It's multiple videos.
Okay.
All right.
It's doing that thing. Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
it's just a long clip.
Yes. Okay.
And
So
dang it,
I
we're not
can-
even watching anything right now.
No, because I can't. It won't let me. YouTube works fine. So for some reason, this website is just like super anti me at the moment.
Oh my goodness.
It's literally just that website because everything else is working fine.
Weird, because again, it's working fine on our end.
I think so.
I mean,
It's
we've made it.
yeah.
I mean, at least the first 32 seconds have run smoothly. I can say that much.
No, I can't get a physical copy. No, I can't get a physical copy of it. Okay, so we're just gonna do the super sketch style, old school YouTube, where you'd watch a full movie, but in like 4 different parts. So
Is it like some is it how old school YouTube are we talking? Like someone pointing a
8
camera
years
at their
ago.
TV?
No, it's a recording, but it's 8
Okay.
years ago. So yeah, so you just have to bear with me on this. It's gonna be a little sketch, but we're gonna do this. Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'm ready. I'm ready to watch it.
Are you ready to
Um,
start?
Yes.
Let us know if an ad plays first.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, it was 8 years ago. I don't know. I don't know if an ad's gonna play. So no, and there's like a little disclaimer, like a 4-second disclaimer at the beginning, so I have to skip past that. So it's not.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this one started up right away.
Yes. So. Okay. All right. We're gonna do a sketch style, but I think it makes it funnier. So yeah, everything else is working.
Okay.
YouTube is working. It's that website for some reason.
Can
Is
you
not.
can you bring up all 4 videos in separate tabs and have them ready to go?
I could. Give me a second.
Haha, I had a
Pin it.
thought.
Duplicate, not pin, but there is an ad on this one. Ha!
See?
Good idea. Okay. This one didn't have one though. Okay, and it has Russian subtitles.
You can't get more old school YouTube than that.
Okay.
Watching the pirated Russian subtitle version.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Okay.
That is
Alright.
old school YouTube.
You can wait at 59 seconds if you want, Chris. It's perfectly fine. All right, so I'm starting over, but
I'll start over as well.
Josh will let you know because I can't anymore. I can't tell you time codes. So like Josh will have to do that. I literally can't tell y'all time codes.
That's fair. That's fair. Are you on the freeze frame with the castle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Let's do this, guys. All right. 3, 2, 1. Click.
All right.
Ow. Beautiful. Yes, yes. How is it? Yeah, just the selling of astrology.
The Illuminati symbol. Oh my god, it's Vito.
Oh my gosh. All the gays. Oh my goodness.
What college? What?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
The stars are right.
57, 58, 59, Chris.
Yeah, no. Don't worry about it. This college is like they'll corrupt people at this college. It's just this college.
Just this college.
What the hell are you wearing? No.
This is the start of a different video, isn't it?
Man, who wears pigtails after 6?
All the souls you can save in college.
Oh,
No one talks like this.
no one talks like that.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my god, look at that projector. Oh my, this is the lamest orientation I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, I totally buy this guy's a letterman.
Yes.
He's totally an athlete.
Using these old what? Yes.
Oh my god, I've seen a number of these Young American Film shorts.
That's not the narrator.
No, but I have seen this short. Oh my god, I've seen this short.
This is such a weird thing to experience with Russian subtitles. It's like dystopian almost.
I legitimately have seen this short. It's about these women who went to college and like what career paths await for them. And it's like nurse, teacher.
This is not what a frat. Okay. Oh, is it now? Oh! So
Okay.
at least 10% of people are immediately going to go into the same
Of
tunnel.
course they are.
Do that.
Who? Oh my god, look at these people.
What is it?
Look at these nerds. They're too cool. The nerds. The fucking D&D people are too popular. Literally do need to.
What's the song?
Ah, yeah. It's like cocaine, man. You just can't stop once you get that first hit, you know? And D&D, you just, ugh.
I love how this song is like vaguely like kind of WWE like entrance theme music.
The music is so unbalanced. I didn't even know you were talking until I turned it down.
Oh,
That's how unbalanced it was. Alright, I've turned it down. We're fine now.
Okay.
I don't need them blaring in my ears. They're aliens from a different planet.
Nobody talks like this.
nobody talks like
No. Did you? Oh.
Oh, no more boyfriends for her. I see what she's saying.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, there's... Okay, so she's gay.
Oh my god. I
So
was
she's-
joking about the lesbian.
She's, like, obviously at least bi, if not just full-blown.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this rave of RPGers. The D&D club.
Right, because everyone knows if you really want to party hard, you go to a D&D match.
Yeah, they're not the
How-
guys that sat in the basement saying, "Ooh, magic missile." I want to cast magic missile.
Have y'all ever, like, seen people play D&D and it's been like this?
Wow.
A little aggressive.
Yeah. Beer pong, so evil.
Look, they fucking cratered so fast. They had like one drink of like a Sprite and vodka, and like just absolutely cratered.
Yes.
My God.
Look at my pants!
Dude.
Divorce? Divorce?
Wait,
I guess
hold
he's
on.
an English
So good.
major. I don't know.
Wait for it. Oh, yeah. PG. Oh god, it's so much. It's so good.
No.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh yeah.
I have to say, this is a really cool fucking table to do this on. Wow,
It
that's
is,
yeah.
coordinated
Yeah,
as
well, this
hell.
stuff.
And those dice are wrong.
Yeah.
Let's just go because it might be boring.
How many
yes,
times have
old
you been
woman.
held back?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, 40-year-old woman.
We're supposed to believe you're a college student?
She's the
He's the RA.
Mistress Frost. Okay.
Wow.
I get this guy a shirt.
Yeah. No pussoir. No pussoir.
Now let me take your empty cups.
No more beer for you, I guess.
Okay, I went to the second episode.
Okay. All right.
We're good.
Oh, okay.
We're fine. Black shadows. I don't even get to like create my own character. Okay, what the hell? I
That
get
kind
my
of
own
defeats the
character
purpose
sheets.
of an RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm role playing, but okay.
Ooh,
You
nice.
roll the ever natural. That's not the right dice,
No.
idiots. What are they rolling for? No,
I
no.
like the little models though.
This is like OG.
Die? What happened?
You know, if you really wanted to be more, make it this more interesting, have it be like if your character dies in the game, they actually would kill you.
If you die in the game, you die in real life. Oh my god.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
At least that's something.
That's not
Oh,
real. And
No.
who are these losers in the background who spend their
Yeah.
like after school hours like
watching
Just-
someone play?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't get
Why
that.
are there not multiple tables? What's this? Fuck that.
Yeah.
We don't
What
need
are-
that piece.
And what RPG goes like
Dead.
one player at a time?
I've never played it like that.
It's like a whole group, right?
Oh, he's vaping. Oh no. Also, I'll go ahead and say the role playing aspect of like
Magic
RPG.
missile!
Oh. Oh my god, Magic Missile is like level 1, you moron. What are you doing? You can't do that on the final boss. Magic Missile is what you're given, like, when you start the game. What do you mean you
They
don't have to
watched
kill him?
that little short. They
Mhm.
watched that little short. That's where they got it from.
Oh no. Not my gold and my weapons. Oh god. Yeah, obviously we're gonna kill him. What do you mean? I will. I'll do it. No worries. Oh yes, accident.
Wow.
No, I have to say that kind of okay. Yeah, oh wait, hold on, wait a minute. Take it. I've watched the
My God, these are all like the crazy chick at college that you just stare the hell away from. Like,
Yeah.
oh dear God, this lady's insane.
15 years. How long have you been here, sir? The invincible duo. Okay. Huzzah. Oh my God! Everyone else died.
Go back.
Everyone else died. What the hell? There's a whole table of people. And there's like two.
What? My God, you're ugly.
Oh, I'm glad that you're explaining this to me as if like this makes it okay. Oh.
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 Well, you kind of do. If you start a D&D campaign, you're kind of douchey if like you skip out, you know, after that, especially if it's a longer one.
Mhm.
Yeah, that means that the DM was good,
Yeah.
which she wasn't. So I don't believe you.
What? Adrenaline.
Yeah. No one does this, by the way.
Nobody does this.
No, if the campaign's like long and it goes like multiple sessions, the brain's ability, you know, for completion, it can make you seem obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
That's because you're thinking about something because the task that you're doing isn't done yet. But when the mission's complete, you then take a break.
Yeah.
Hold on. No, hold on. I have further questions. Who are these new people that have just decided to enter the campaign for some reason?
Yeah, that's not how this works.
Yeah, it doesn't know how
Is
that
this
works.
the same campaign, or are we doing multiple shot, like one shots?
Oh,
Apparently, everyone sucked the first time.
I'm confused.
It's fine. Yeah,
Nice
getting to level
campus.
7.
I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Well, level 7 in D&D is kind of where the fun starts, if I remember correctly. You guys up to level 12? Yeah. It's been a minute.
Apparently, he just wears the same wife beater every single day.
When you got a look that works for you, you just keep it going.
Yeah. Even she, when the DM's like, what the fuck? Why are you laughing? Yeah, what's up?
Oh man, her hair's unkempt. Therefore, she's now a terrible student.
Oh. Oh, what a burn. I thought you were going to be smart when you first started. Why are you so dumb?
I don't know a single one of my college professors who would have given a shit if I was what I was doing outside of class. As long as I turned in the work, they didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't turn on the work, they still didn't care what you were doing.
Yeah. They're just like, well, I have to give you an F because you didn't turn in your paper. They don't care why I didn't turn in the paper.
No, I don't care.
Unless I like submitted something like there's been a family emergency or something like that. They didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
No, they didn't even care when I've had a family emergency before. They was like, okay.
Mm-hmm. One class?
The Tomb of Horrors?
Rambam,
Okay, y'all
I
need to-
am at 1625.
Oh. You mean I haven't been learning how to cast spells this entire time as a cleric? What do you mean? That's like their main thing. Oh. You can't be both of those things, by the way. A cleric becoming a priestess makes more sense. Oh,
look at all
shit.
that Elvish.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look, she's wearing black now. She's so edgy.
Oh, she cast magic to get good grades.
Oh my god.
I don't know what Journey Quest is. Do
No,
you?
I think they made that up for this.
How are they not on the same level? They started at the same time.
Yeah.
Clearly, the DM will just level you up like the same level, like, you know. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Calm down, lady.
Yeah, why the hell did you not?
She needs stronger teeth.
She's not getting her fix, man. I gotta get
Yeah,
my D&D
I gotta get
fix.
the stronger RPG shit, man.
I
Wait for
gotta-
it. Wait. LARPing is stronger. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we have a costume.
Costume.
Yeah. So, is she an elf with an elf star? Uh-huh.
This is life or death.
Yeah.
She has no power to do that.
That's not how any of this works.
No.
The worst that happens is your character dies.
That's
Yeah,
it.
and then you kind of
Yeah.
become.
So you just have to start over.
Yep.
Or if you have like a really chill DM, they'll let you be like a ghost or something. You know?
I like how that book kind of looks like the book from what is that, Evil Dead?
Yeah, the Necronomicon.
Yes, the Muslims. Those poor Muslims who didn't know they were worshiping the moon god. Okay, yeah, but the DM is the one that decides whether or not I level up.
Yeah.
It's kind of douchey that she leveled you up and not me. Kind of like. Okay, why are you getting like why? Are you ready? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Oh shit!
Oh!
Too close.
Are you ready? Are you ready? It's
No.
Cthulhu! Are you ready?
No.
It's Cthulhu, some big
In no universe ever
the pagan Satanist
has
Cthulhu
playing
worship.
D&D summoned Cthulhu.
Wait, I need my dice. The zombie. Oh,
What?
fuck. Casau. What the fuck? Oh. Jesus Christ. Oh, I have other questions. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can tell you're killing me.
Rambam, I am at 2342.
Oh no.
Your plastic axe is gonna kill me.
Kick him in the balls.
Yeah.
That's not how that works. You can call like a timeout and just be like, okay, wait, hold on a second. What the
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so I'm obviously going to put a healing spell on my friend because I'm a cleric.
Yeah.
Heal wounds, I think, is one of the spells. It's very easy, very low level. Oh, that's bullshit. Okay, you can erase the poison. You have a spell for poison. You have a spell. I know I've played clerics. You have a spell for poison.
Just restart
Okay,
again.
well, hey, fuck this. We'll start our own D&D campaign. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine. We've played enough that we could probably DM. It's fine. No, what the fuck? You don't exist anymore. You oh my god, I'd just leave. Fuck this.
Yeah. It's like,
No,
all right.
you took this too far.
Yeah.
we'll find our own. Like we'll recruit some people and whatever, and we'll just play ourselves. This is no. If you still have your character sheet, you can just bring her back in a different one.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's actually not that big a deal when your character dies. It's not. Yeah, on no planet am I leaving my friend behind after that.
Yeah.
You're precious? Like, what a shitty friend.
What? Do we have a commercial break there?
It might have been. Now she's back to her prim and proper ways, but she's been sullied.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah, yes. I'll talk about this scene after, because there's a funny little piece of information about it.
Okay. She kind of has a Felicia Day quality to her.
I'm not sure who that is. I'm sure I know her if I looked at her, but I couldn't.
She was kind of big on the internet scene about 10 years ago.
Girl, it's okay.
She's gonna offer
something?
Really? I kind of had the impression, but oh my gosh!
What?
She was already.
No, actually, you didn't. You really did.
Oh my gosh! She already had problems before this. This is the
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got? What kind of shirt do we got?
Yeah, my roommate died. Actually, I get straight A's on everything. I don't have to cast spells anymore. Well, you wouldn't upgrade her, you bitch. That's why she was weak. What? Why?
What?
Huh?
Yeah, no one apparently can read it now. So.
I know, Chris. I know. Said no one who's played RPGs. No. Are you kidding me?
No.
Ah, yes. This makes total sense.
What? What?
All right, wait. Is she in the tunnels yet? Are we on the same path? Is she going down to the tunnels now?
Yeah, going down the stairs.
Yeah, she's going down the stairs.
All right. I was making sure that we were on the same place.
And this looks like no college maintenance tunnel I've ever been in.
Yes, your fake armor will definitely keep you safe. It's fine. Oh no, she hit an invisible wall.
Yeah. Wow. He actually got like puppets.
What?
Oh. Yeah, just fucking give up. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Are you? Oh.
Was it all a dream?
My roommate died. My roommate committed suicide.
When did you ever say that?
Oh. You are awfully calm for this whole thing.
Yeah. Using RPGs to fight evil will never work.
Yeah, your fake ass like fantasy spells aren't gonna work against evil. Yeah, you know.
Who's this?
Oh no. Ah yes.
You're 20-sided dice.
Yes. Your rock music?
The rock music in here.
I mean that goes back a long time.
Yeah.
Yes. Burn what? Burn it? Do you know how much? How do you know how expensive this metal dice
You
set
couldn't
is?
even get enough
Okay?
extras to fill the church.
It is a college campus. Yeah. This is weird. This oh.
What?
She already lost her friend.
Oh, my weapon's in gold? Yeah, okay.
It's distracting with her being the only one whose body is visible.
No, I think it looks funny.
I love their little heads just wooing around.
Yeah, they should have just faded to black. Oh no, they have to go. Heesh.
One person changed, and now the whole world is better.
Hold on a second.
What?
Wait for it. Wait for it. No. Wait for it. Why are the stars no longer right?
Cthulhu died.
Oh no, not Cthulhu. He took an L. Oh god.
What? A meteor came and destroyed the castle.
Why did you put that much power into a college student? Is that a book burning?
It was a
Let's
terrible
take a look.
campaign anyway.
I have no idea what that was, but it kind of looked like an eagle. Oh, there's Harry Potter. Jared Tolkien's in the fire, Joshy.
No.
Wow.
And Necronomicon, well, that belongs there, I guess. But
Oh no, not my 5th edition.
oh, I thought he was handing her that to throw in for a second, but I guess
Oh
not.
god, I did too, and I've seen this like through John
I was
Travolta's
like,
$1
I didn't see that coming.
Oh, it's just over.
And over.
Yeah, it's it. Jacob, guys.
Wow.
Well, it certainly felt like a chick tract.
Yeah.
But
It was. It was. That the scene where she's hanging and there's a printout, that's like literally like in
I believe that's one of his drawings, yeah.
Yeah, to the font. The font that's used on that page is literally like the font that's used on that one in the chick track. So it's like a faithful adaptation to that.
wow.
Yeah. You're welcome.
So much in this.
That was the thing.
It's a thing that happened. But I really felt like I was being trolled. If I didn't know that it was based off a chick tract, I would have definitely thought it was a troll.
I don't think they made this for like a serious purpose. I think it was meant kind of like
Okay.
like a funny. I don't think the people who made it with like a very serious lens, but it is based off of one of them. The
I
chick tract,
see.
so.
Right.
I see. Okay.
Or at least that's the impression I'm under. I don't know that for sure.
Because I mean, as someone who grew up in the Christian sphere, I know people who would absolutely watch that with 100% sincerity. Who would think that, oh, they're being completely serious.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I always come up with the funnest shit, Ramban.
At least it was short. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what else was there gonna be? Like,
I just love that the castle exploded at the end. That big old meteor fall out of the sky. Boom.
this college student just apparently had the power, like when she renounced RPGing, somehow that defeated Cthulhu and exploded their castle.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
somehow.
Makes sense to me. I don't see what the problem is.
Total logical sense.
I was also kind of surprised that they went with Cthulhu and not like, I don't know, some other like older thing like Baal or something.
No. Cthulhu.
I mean, it's hilarious that it is Cthulhu. I just thought that I was just surprised that they went with that.
I don't know what you're talking about, Becky. That made total logical sense as a choice. Was it everything I built it up to be?
Yes, it was.
It
I'm
was
just sad
pretty amazing.
it wasn't quite that. It wasn't a little bit longer. I was a little sad about that.
I was actually surprised it wasn't longer. I expected to be that short when I pulled it up initially.
The IMDb page literally lists JonTron.
As a connection.
That's how I learned about this. It's It's funny. I actually watched JonTron's video on Dark Dungeons before I ever got into D&D. So, really funny. So that was really funny. And anytime that I've ever gone to like a comic book store, there's been like a D&D section, right? Especially like if you go on a Saturday, usually it's like a lot of the tables are taken up by D&D people. It's just very odd to see like what it's actually like, and then me obviously like playing it later, but to see people play it and then see what apparently the chick track what he was under and the impression of what it was like, and it's just like, no. First of all, the people playing D&D are not the popular kids.
No.
Right, yeah.
Never have, never will.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how I mean, this isn't the first anti-D&D thing I've ever seen, but they always manage to get, like, it's funny how none of them actually know anything about the game at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they always manage to get, like, details wrong or incorrect and don't really... And really don't have just, like, even a basic understanding of even how it's played.
Like, hey, this is a cleric. And it's like,
Okay.
a cleric is, you know...
Okay.
What?
So, doing a little Google foo here.
Oh my god.
The writer, J.R. Rails, came up with the idea of filming an adaptation of Dark Dungeons while in college, but plans never came to fruition. After winning $1,000 in a lottery, he considered making the film and contacted Jack Chick for permission to create an adaptation, which was granted. He then ran a Kickstarter.
Yeah, it was authentic. Yeah, I knew it was like okayed by him.
Yeah, so this was made being sincere.
Was it? Oh, okay. I thought it was.
It was legitimately made to be sincere. Most of the critics gave it praise, thinking it's satire.
I was under that impression too. That's funny.
Wow.
I really thought it was sad. I thought it was peak level satire. This was serious. That makes it better.
Yeah. Well, yes, it does. So it has that. I mean, it had this vague kind of feeling of trying to do something bad, but I guess we have a delusional kind of.
Yeah.
It actually has the texture of delusion in it.
Yeah. So this was made to be sincere.
Okay.
It's just it fails miserably because it does feel like it's satirizing that behavior.
Yes. Yeah, it's not like In the Room where it's like you can tell he's serious. Like this is a serious thing, right? This is like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Where it's like this felt. The actresses, especially, I was just like, no planet are they taking this, like, I don't know. There's some of that shows just like,
I mean, maybe they didn't. They might not have. They might have just been actresses.
The actresses don't even have a Wikipedia page.
But you know what? They might not have actually even been actresses. You
That's
know,
true.
That's also fair.
None of these people could have actually been, you know.
I
would believe that. I would actually believe that none of these people had acted a day in their life before, like not even taken a theater class. You know, like I'd believe that. I could maybe see from like a directorial standpoint being delusional enough, but I don't know if you're acting in this movie. For the most part, I don't think you're taking it too seriously. The dude that tried to kill, what was her name? Marcy? I think he may have taken it seriously. My guy never chilled out. No time.
So, Debbie has a few credits on IMDb, not a ton, and she hasn't done anything since 2018.
Oh, wow, that recent?
Well, this came out in 2014.
Really? Did I just? Oh wow. I didn't know when it came out. I assumed it was early 2000s because it has early 2000 vibes to it.
Marcy has only 4 credits and hasn't been in anything since 2017.
Is his name Nitro?
I think that was Nitro.
Nitro, who attacked her with the axe.
He actually has headshots on IMDb, and he's been in 2 things.
He's been in Capital
Nice.
Hell. Okay.
He hasn't been in anything since 2015. Mistress Frost, have you done anything?
Oh yeah, clerics don't cast magic missiles. Yeah, no, that would be a wizard thing. A wizard would do that. Because magic missile is an offensive spell, and clerics do a little bit more healing. And
She's been in Mistress Frost. She's been in something as recently as 2020, but she only has 5. But she only has 5 total credits on IMDb. The first one being in 2004. So that's telling me she might be like a theater teacher and does a job here and there.
Yeah,
because they're all very, very spread out. 2004,
Yeah.
2008, 2012, 2014, and 2020.
yeah, like one of her students comes back and it's just like, "Hey, do you want to be in this thing? We need like an older person."
Yeah.
You know, and she's just like, "Fuck yeah, whatever it is." I have absolutely nothing that I won't do. We'll do this. She was very passionate though in this. That's kind of the funniest part. She's like,
So the Christian dude, Mike, I think.
yes.
He has 10 total credits on IMDb. That says composer.
Oh, composer, yeah.
There was music. The rave.
No.
Rave sounded. What?
No, he didn't do music for this. But he's done music for other things.
Oh,
Things I've never
okay.
heard of, but-
Okay, this is his only acting credit.
Okay.
I was like, oh, this guy's done quite a few things. Oh, okay.
Did he do the music for this one?
No.
Did he?
No, he did not.
I was just wondering if this was the start, which would have been really funny because the music sounds like any music that was used, which is very, very little. I think it was just the rave scene was the only place that had music. That just sounded like something straight off of like a, I don't know, whatever royalty-free website, you know.
It seems like some of these actors have also been in the same things too.
It's because they're all friends with the same production company.
Ah, okay.
Journey Quest was a TV show that ran for 10 episodes, and Debbie actually was in it. Oh, and she made it. So that's why that poster was in there.
Yeah. Ah, yes.
Self-promotion. Oh, nice. Self-promotion. Okay. That's fine.
Even though it was clearly she's way too old to be like a college freshman. It's like maybe an undergrad.
Yeah. Yeah. That's hilarious. Ugh.
So that was that.
Beautiful, right? I only find the best stuff. Okay.
Clearly.
Yes.
Oh, and Becky can be here on Saturday so we can watch that movie.
Oh, that Dark Dungeons movie that I've been wanting to watch with y'all for a while? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Good thing I found an archive of our own website so we can all very simply and easily watch it together with no issues at all.
Yay.
Stupid thing. I watch too many no-brain movies.
We still have one more, don't we?
Pass
Oh,
through.
do you? Oh.
We're spreading them out, okay? We're spreading them out. We're enjoying
That's true.
we're sipping the wine that is no brain, okay?
Okay.
We're not chugging it. We're sipping it. So are you saying only young people can enter college as a freshman? So
Yes.
ages. Rude.
That's ages, Joshy.
I know.
It's illegal. Can't do that. All right, I got nothing else. I'm out. I'm hungry. I had nothing.
What?
And my brain's not dead. It's fantastic. My brain's not dead. I'm hungry. You know? Yeah. Josh, do you have anything going on?
Well, I did post a video of all things.
Oh
I posted a video on yesterday. It has a whopping 12 views last I checked, so yay.
Double digits? Look at you. What is this?
I
That's
know.
so awesome.
And to be even more out of character for my channel, parts 2 through 5 I've already uploaded onto my YouTube, and they will be released Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Eastern's not a real time standard. What is it, Central?
That would be 9.
It's not a real time standard.
Central Standard Time superiority in this house.
Well, being that you're in the central time zone, that would make sense.
Yes, I'm glad you got it. Very good, Josh.
Yes.
It's real time. Chris?
I agree, Chris.
Chris, don't do that to me. Don't do it. It too, Chris? What is this?
But,
yeah, I know. 2 weeks in a row we have streamed stuff. Okay? And you know what? Josh uploaded a video.
With more on the way, ready to go.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm also doing. I'm doing the editing for my second play through for our second play session of the game. So
nice.
The idea is that they will be released every week until I'm done with the game.
Cool. That sounds like fun. Nice. Ram Bam, no one cares about your English time.
I mean, they started time zones. So.
No. Fake news. Not allowed. No.
But yeah, so
nice.
Just me playing a very underhyped, multiple times delayed Star Trek game that like no one's talking about.
Let me see. Star Trek game. What is the Star Trek game called?
Star Trek Resurgence.
Resurgence.
Okay. It's very dialogue heavy. And it has a ton of QuickTime events.
Oh, my favorite. Is it the type of QuickTime events that autosaves after you fuck up and you can't go back?
Yep.
Good.
There's no save. There's no saving. You can't go back and replay a level or anything. You're
good. Somebody didn't learn their lesson from the man of Medan.
My biggest complaint about it is the audio glitches. It has audio glitching happening. Like it starts out fine, and then like the longer you play, it starts to like clip at the the end of the character sentences, or it'll just like cut off and they'll start their next line. And if you continue to play, eventually you'll start getting things like, "Ambassador, please come this way." It's like, God.
Android, and just like. So is it an online game or is it just a?
It's I believe it's on Steam. I believe it's on Xbox and PlayStation.
No, I mean, like, is it online? Like, do you connect to the Wi-Fi in order to access it, or can you play it without?
You can play it without.
Okay, I was just wondering if it
It
was
is a,
like a
it is a
server
single player game.
Wi-Fi thing. Okay. I was trying to help it out a little bit. All right.
I'll give it this. I will give it this. I have been finding the story to be actually pretty engaging.
Oh, and a Star Trek thing? Wow.
And with a crew that we're not accustomed to, even though they've kind of shoehorned in Spock. I don't know why he doesn't need to be there.
I have heard of this because Loki and I talked about this. We talked about the weirdness of having somebody who's been dead for a while in your media. Actual character, not a different version like Zachary Quinto or whatever, but like. So.
I'll give the guy who's voicing him credit. He's doing a decent impression.
Is it AI?
No. It's an actor.
An actor doing a Leonard Nimoy impression?
Yes.
Just so they can have Leonard Nimoy Spock in there?
Pretty much.
It's kind of cringe. It's kind of disrespectful.
It doesn't. From what I've seen so far, I don't think the ambassador needed to be Spock. But there still might be a narrative reason for him to be there. All I know is they needed an ambassador. They needed a Federation ambassador. I don't know why it had to be Spock.
Yeah.
But that's really like the only like real fan servicey thing that's been in the game so far.
Okay.
And I will say it does feel like a Star Trek story so far. We will see. But yeah, so that's what's going on at Project Storytime. I'm doing a Let's Play of Star Trek Resurgence.
Nice. I ain't got nothing but this show at the moment.
How dare you?
Might be. I know. There might be something next month or the month after, but it's not like a permanent thing either. So,
okay,
I might do another thing. I know, shocking. So, it just depends on my work and how everything goes. So, woo.
All right.
I'm hungry.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna leave now. So thank y'all for coming.
Thank
you. Get out so we can eat. Yeah. Yeah, y'all know how it is. When I'm hungry, we leave. So I'm hungry, we're leaving. Bye guys.
Bye everyone.
Bye.